back to this Guild Wars Let's Play. You're Sambo, Sareth heals a lot, and joining us as always is the Twitch Witch, the Queen of Ascalon, Her Royal Highness herself, fresh back from a trip to the Whoop Whoops. It's Regina J. Lacerda. How are you this evening, my lady?
I'm very good. How are you, Sambo?
I'm good. You have indeed been on a trip to the middle of nowhere, haven't you? You've just got back, in fact?
Yeah, only a few days, but it was an awesome few days.
Where did you go? Go on, tell us. Because I bet you, did you go somewhere where you couldn't take your creature comforts?
Oh no, of course not. I wouldn't go anywhere like that. No, it was just a bit of a drive through country Victoria. Ended up in a gorgeous little historical town called Beechworth. Hello to any viewers from Beechworth. Special shout out to the fantastic people who did the ghost tour of the abandoned lunatic asylum there.
Whoa. Pause. Wait a minute. Did you say that you just did a tour of a lunatic? Actually, before you answer that, you know what? I've got to ask our other special guest something. And you guys might notice that we've got someone very dapper with the glowing hands beside me as well. CBCRonin joins us again. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Now, did you, before we let Reggie speak again, did you hear what she just said there?
Yeah, I think she was banging on my door the whole time.
Damn it, I was just about to say, what's she doing going home to see her family? All right, Reggie, come on, you've got to tell us. Are you serious? You went to a tour in an old abandoned lunatic asylum. Hang on, was this at night time?
Yeah, it was 9 p.m, so it was very dark because there's not the street lighting around there that you would get in a capital city like we have here. And of course, being an abandoned building, they didn't have lights around, so everything was done by the lanterns of 4 people within a party of about 30 people.
So it's even creepier.
And it was about 2 degrees Celsius. I don't know my Fahrenheit.
Oh my god, that would have been frightful. I'm not sure, to be honest, that I could have done that. What about you, CB? I mean, can you imagine that out in the middle of nowhere, freezing cold, lanterns, pitch black, and getting an actual tour of a real live lunatic asylum? Is that something that you'd be able to muster up the courage to do?
Well, I was in the army, so that pretty much sounds similar to what it was like for me.
Oh man, okay, fine. So I'm the only big guilt. I honestly don't think I could have done that. How long did it last for, Reggie?
It was 2 hours around the grounds and inside the building. Like, not all the buildings, because some of them are pretty derelict and, you know, next to being condemned. But yeah, the buildings that were safe to go into, we went into, and we were told stories of inmates and stories of, you know, like ghosts and hauntings that have happened. It's been around. It was built in 1850s.
Wow. And
it was closed only about 20 years ago.
Gee, I bet you heard some really crazy stories.
A lot of history. Some most incredible. You wouldn't even believe that people were treated and put into those conditions. Yeah, it's just
wow,
creepy stuff.
Well, that's the stuff of nightmares, if you ask me. I don't think I want to know any of the stories. Honestly, that sort of stuff freaks me right out. What about you guys watching from home? And welcome, by the way, to this episode. Of course, it's part 2 of 2 parts of us running this particular mission. By the way, let us know in the comments below if that's your sort of thing. Could you do what the wonderful Regina J. Lacerda did this weekend? Would you have the guts to go along to a real live nighttime lunatic asylum tour? Go on, be honest and tell us. Now, speaking of this mission...
In the freezing weather.
Oh yeah, in the freezing weather as well. Good lord. Alright, now you're more of a man than I'll ever be. Now, speaking of this mission, where are we? So I'm looking at my mini-map here, and it says that we're in the Divinity Coast. CB, is that the actual name of this mission? I've forgotten already.
You're dead right.
I am... Drink! Hey, I get to say it for once, Reggie. Woo! Alright, so there you go. And of course, whose is the celestial dragon, by the way, before we carry on?
That would be mine.
Of course it would be yours. You and your accessories. Alright, so folks, yes, here's where we left off last week, halfway through this mission. Now, I see we've got a bunch of villages, and we've got this all-seeing... let's zoom out a bit. There we go. Got the all-seeing eye above us. So if you don't know what's going on here, you need to have a look at our last week's episode just to catch yourself up to speed. But needless to say, we've got a couple of objectives. One of them is a bonus one. Firstly, we've got to deliver the eye to the coastal city of Loamhurst, and then you can see we've got a bonus here as well. Find and escort all the chosen to Loamhurst as well. So we've already done the finding bit. There they all are. Now we've just got to do the escorting bit. And if we have a look on our main map here, you can see where we've come. There we go. You can see we've taken a couple of little detours there to pick up some villages. But Reggie, if I'm looking at my main map right now, where is this Loamhurst? It says it's coastal. So am I to assume it's kind of up to the northwest sort of thing, up against the water there? Is that where we're headed?
I think it is. I think we're sort of headed, not too far, sort of around the corner and down a bit, up a bit from where we currently are.
Okay, and also does that mean, this is something I've been dying to know, CB, you're sort of our walking wiki for today, I think. Are there going to be more, I mean, look, we're going to hit an outpost presumably at the end of this mission, and Reggie is always the one to say, hey, if we're out of missions or out of quests, we'll probably pick up more when we get to a new outpost. Do you remember if we're going to get some more when we get to this Loamhurst place or whatever it's called?
Well, to be honest with you, to move on to the next mission outpost, I'm not sure if there's going to be any quests in there, but I do know that there are a lot of little posts that may have some extra missions for you.
Okay. So, of course, doing this mission now progresses us ultimately through the storyline because it moves us on to a new place, a new outpost, because it always dumps us somewhere and gives us new quests. Because, again, if I look at my quest log, yes, we've got this one here, which is the Divinity Coast, but all I've got, Reggie, is the test one here, which is where we need to use our signet of capture. So I don't actually have any other storyline quests. So I hope we find some where we end up. But before we go any further, just got a quick shout out here. You know how we love shout outs. And this one is from Agent Rainer96. And they say, hey guys, can I please have a shout out for my Guild Wars assassin character? And his name is Jaden Deathblade. That sounds like a cool name for a character, by the way. Also, he's saying that I have finals tomorrow, which is in June, so can you wish me luck? Oh yeah, I'm going to wish you luck. Good luck, mate. Good luck for your finals. That's for Agent Rainer96. Now, Reggie, do you remember having to do finals?
It was a long time ago.
That's right, because you're a wickedly old
Not
witch.
That long. Only about 2 or 3 years ago for me.
Yeah, at least last year. What about you, CB? Do you remember your finals?
Oh God, I was in school for so many years that it's hard to say.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Or do you remember what it felt like when you had your finals? Like, it was nerve-wracking, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, especially I had a taxonomy course that I had to study for a couple weeks in advance. That was pretty rough.
Wait a minute, did you say a taxidermy class?
Taxonomy, not taxidermy.
I'm a little bit disappointed now.
That's right, Reggie wanted you to be stuffing dead animals.
Oh, it sounds like, well, any person that would love going to an insane asylum and
exactly.
Lots of dead animals, and I think it goes hand in hand.
See, we're forming a picture. The truth is coming out now, you see. Witchery.
Sorry to gang up on you, Reggie.
No, it's just the truth.
I
Don't
kind of
apologise for the
that
truth.
one, actually.
There you go, folks. Told you she was a witch. It's all coming out in the wash now. All right. Well, look, we should push on, I guess. So we've got these villages that we need to escort, and we also need to deliver this crazy-looking eye, the all-seeing eye. So, Reggie, I'm guessing that we just have to charge on ahead down this path. Would that be right?
I think so, based on what CB has been saying. We're just tally-hoing forward.
All right, come on, guys. Let's do it. Let's see if we can... Oh! Is that a boss up ahead? Pretty sure it is. Oh, it is too.
It is.
Now, how... Look, you guys need to remind me. I mean, I've diligently got my signet of capture here on my hotbar. Am I able to use that on any boss? Like, can I use it on this guy?
You'll be able to use it if it's a boss of your class.
Oh, you mean my own... Like, so it
Yeah.
has to be a monk, basically, or a mesmer.
Indeed.
Oh, that's not fair. What colour? Here we are testing our knowledge again. And we used to know these off by heart. What colour will a monk or mesmer be?
The monk should be blue. A
Blue,
dark
all right.
blue.
So I dibs
And a
on
mesmer
blue.
would be a pinky colour.
Oh.
Yeah, but this one is a light green, and guess what profession a light green is?
Oh, both are yours?
Light green is a ranger. So I've just had a look. I've
Yeah.
cast my little spell.
Yeah. What, can you actually use it?
I've tried, but I know all the skills that this one has, so I can't use it.
Oh, so hang on, does that not count for your quest then, which is the test? So it says, because all it says is that you have to use the signet of capture to gain a skill, so you do need to actually find one,
Yeah,
Reg.
so I tried to use it, but it told me that I couldn't capture any skills because I knew them all.
Oh, bugger.
I'm just too good already.
Oh, What about you, CB? Do you actually carry around your signet these days? Like, what do you think of the whole mechanic of being able to capture stuff off a boss? Like, is it actually worth wasting a slot to carry this thing around, or can you just buy all the, buy all the skills that you can find on bosses anyhow? Like, is it worthwhile?
Well, there is a boss that has a skill that you really want. It's worth taking it with you to confront them. And Wiki is your friend, of course, in that situation.
Right.
Otherwise, carrying it around with you all the time is really probably pretty inefficient for your skill bar.
Yes, and that's why I've got it on my hotbar, folks, just to demonstrate exactly how inefficient it is, so that you guys know never to do this. So I hope you appreciate my sacrifice. Yes, anyway. No, but I don't think anyone believes me, Reggie.
No, I don't believe you myself. I haven't watched anyone else.
You never believe me. Do you know what? Half of me is dying to ask you for a story from the mental asylum place, whatever it's called, but I really don't want to, because I know it will give me nightmares. But I'm so curious as well. But without telling us any details, because like you said, a lot of this was from the good old days when I guess a lot more bizarre stuff would have happened, when our standards were a lot lower, I guess. But was it like freaky, creepy, disgusting, horrible stuff, or was it just like, like crazy, weird stuff? Like what sort of things are we hang on, I don't want to know, but do you know what I mean? Like, is it stuff that would actually make your stomach turn, or is it just like really interesting stuff?
I found it really interesting. There was some stuff that was incredibly creepy, of course, and there was some stuff which you just heard and you thought, really, people were treated like that? Like, I'll tell you one thing. Now, this is not at all creepy or scary, but it took 2 signatures, and apparently this is actually a Beechworth exclusive rule where it comes to these kind of places. Yeah. It was 2 signatures to get someone into the asylum. So, like a family member and the warden of the asylum, but 8 signatures to get anyone out.
Really?
Yeah.
8?
So and so they said that basically, apparently that there was close to between 9,000 and 10,000 people went through the asylum, and not many of those people came out.
Wow. Well, that's amazing stats. Sorry, CB, were you trying to tell us something there?
Yeah, I was just trying to warn you about this water here. It looks like a lot of our villagers were taking some serious damage.
You're right.
Hurty
might
water.
Want to be careful.
It is hurty water. I need to do some heal. Oh, actually, does my heal party actually work on them? I'm not sure if it does.
They're in our
believe
party.
the heal.
Yeah, maybe.
As allies, I don't think a heal party will actually heal allies. I think it just heals the party members.
So I might have to do a direct heal on them, perhaps, because of course this is. Oh, look, there's a little frog. How cute's that? I didn't even notice that before. So yes, this is an area, I guess, because we're doing this escort, it looks to me like they've deliberately designed this with the hurty water so that you do have to pay attention to your villagers, right? So if you're a healer in your party, make sure you're keeping an eye on them, because, yeah, there's more coming up, isn't there? Oh, is that another boss? It is! How many bosses are in this? There's tons of them. What is on the back
Quite
of
a few. There's 3 that we've come across now.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it? Actually, that's quite cool. Because now, here's another thing that a lot of people ask that I can never answer, and maybe CB, you've got the answer to this. When you kill a boss, do you get more XP for it than you would from just a trash mob? Do you know?
You actually do get more XP, I think, from the boss mobs.
Ah, cool, okay. So I guess, little runs like this, little missions, there's no limit to how many times you can actually run a mission, right?
But there is the issue that once you get up to a certain point, you're making less and less XP off the lower mobs, even bosses in that respect.
Right, when your character hits a certain level. Oh, now hang on. What's up ahead here? We've got someone with a quest mark. Is this? Oh, look at this. Gosh, time flies.
Hang on.
Yeah. Oh, you're coming.
That boss was a necromancer.
Oh, you're joking. Oh, we've got to go back.
I'm not.
So hang on. Did you?
And
are you? Yeah, you using your signature?
I cast my little spell.
And
I've captured a skill.
No way! Really?
Yes, it has replaced the signature. It has replaced the signet of capture on my. Yes, of capture on my hotbar.
Oh, so hang on.
And,
that's interesting. So hang on, it disappears. You don't get to keep it.
It's disappeared. No.
Okay, CB, that's interesting. Okay, so when that happens to me, I'm going to lose mine as well. Can you pick up more of these, or do you just get one?
Okay, for the signet of captures, we may want to hold off for a second before going a little bit further. But the signet of captures, once you've used them, they get used up when you capture, and you can actually purchase them from skill trainers.
Oh, okay. So yes, they're a one-shot use, but it's not like there's just like you can't get any more in the game. You can definitely go buy them.
Exactly.
All right, good to know.
You can actually stack more than one, so you can hold more in your inventory than just one.
Oh, that's good to know. All right, so you can at least carry 2 around at all time. All right, good to know. Thank you very much.
Well, you can only put 1 on your skill bar, I think, but you can have more in like extra, that sort of thing.
Yeah, in your bag. So I guess if you use if you're in Reggie's situation now, where it's disappeared, if you wanted to, you could equip another, like your backup one, straight away again onto your hotbar, right?
If you weren't in a mission, yeah, you can do those back at the mission outposts, but
yeah,
it's like you can't change your skills outside an outpost.
Right. All right,
exactly.
And that's that all makes sense. And all right, great. I'm glad we got that sorted out, because I've been a bit confused about that, and I'm sure you guys watching at home, if you're not used to it, probably were as well. But Reggie, does that mean you've actually completed that quest, the Malaquire's test quest?
I have completed it. Yes, it's now completed in my quest log.
So what do you
and
have
you
to
want
go
to know
back
the
and
skill that I've acquired?
Right. And you have to go back and hand it in.
I will have to go back and hand it in, and that is back at Lion's Arch.
Oh, very cool. All right, well, congratulations. That's great. All right, so here we are now. I'm looking on the main map, and we've definitely, look at this, we've come all the way around here, headed up north, and now we're right up against the coast. So I'm guessing that this is Loamhurst that we're about to come into. And CB, you were cautioning us from going ahead too much now. Apparently there's a bit of a trap for young players here. We've got these villages in tow here. I think there's something that if we were to go up and speak to that guy and hand in the quest, is that going to be a mistake?
Actually, you want to speak to this person before you run past him any amount, because if you go just a little bit away from him to the left, the mission will actually come to a conclusion, and you will not have completed the bonus.
So to clarify, this lion guard here of Mina, he is the bonus handed. Exactly. All right, okay, Reggie, you can lead the way, because the eye's following. I was going to say the eye's following you, but it's following me now. Anyway, so we'll be very careful. We don't want to trigger the end of the mission. Oh, look at that. And there we go, folks. Look at that. That is 1 sword and the shield. We've earned 1,000 XP. That is the bonus shield there. Plus we share 1 platinum and 500 gold. Let's have a look at the log here. And there it is. The bonus has been struck through. Well done. Thank you very much for the advice there, by the way, CB. You know what? If it had been me, I would have just charged on past probably and completely messed that up. All right, so to complete the actual mission now, do we just run ahead with these villages?
Right. I think we headed over to this little glowing area here.
Ooh. All right, let's see what happens.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cutscene.
When they're ready, escort all the chosen to the caravan.
Yes, sir.
We leave within the hour.
And there we go. Look at that. 2 swords in the shield. How good are we? Woo! That's another one down, folks. Can't believe it. Now, by the way, CB, as we watch this cutscene here, what does she mean by they leave in the hour? Where are they going?
Well, that is something you're going to have to wait to find out, I think.
Ooh, he's not giving anything away. Let's see what happens in the cutscene.
What was that?
It came from over there.
It's an ambush.
Duena, protect us.
Quickly, take the chosen into the jungle.
Please don't hurt us.
Keep quiet. Your suffering will be over soon.
Oh dear. Okay. Now, something that... I didn't expect that to happen. So the Shining Blade came and stole our chosen villagers away from us. So who are the Shining Blade? Who knows? Reggie, do you know who the Shining Blade are?
No, I'm must admit this part of the storyline just sort of, I may have skipped it.
Yeah, it confuses me as well. CB, are you able to sort of shed any light on this for us? Like, where did they come from?
Well, the Shining Blade, I don't really want to share too much about that because you will find out more as the story progresses.
So
I wouldn't want to ruin it.
That we're in the dark a bit.
Exactly. This is supposed to be the little twist that throws you off a bit.
Yeah. Well,
I like a little twist.
We're definitely throwing both Reggie and I off. We're both like, what the? But that's okay. Still, congratulations, guys. We actually made it through. And here we are now. We are indeed, just as promised, at a new outpost. And look where we are, folks. If I zoom right out, here we are. Oops, there we go. So you can see where we were, the Divinity Coast over here, and look how far it's actually teleported us all the way over here into the middle of this desert area.
It has taken us quite a distance.
It is a long way, isn't it, to cover off in a cutscene? But anyway, we're at the new outpost of the Druid's Outlook, and again, that's here where I'm wriggling my mouse, and down there is where Lion's Archers, and there is Divinity Coast. You see, we've actually come quite a long way across to the west there, but this is great because not only do we have a change of scenery and it looks awesome, but we also have a bunch of new quests we can pick up, which is exactly what we're after. Now, I do notice something interesting though. Reggie, you know what? We made our way all the way to that outpost a couple of episodes ago so we could get 8 people in our party. Am I reading things wrong that we're further through the game now, but this outpost only allows 6? What's going on there?
Could be to do with that outpost. Now, I remember when being told about the outpost is that a mission is going to be taking us there, but the mission that takes us there is not till a lot further in the game.
Oh, so you're saying that we kind of... Oh, look at that statue. We kind of went in the wrong order a little bit? Is that what you mean?
We did, but for the necessity of getting rid of the villainy of Galrath, I suppose it was... a necessary evil.
A necessary evil. Well, there you go, folks. So just in case you're playing along at home and you are following the storyline closer than we are, that's why you may be doing it in a different order. All right, well, you know what? The first thing I'm going to do, we've got a few minutes left in our episode. I want to pick up some of these quests. And, oh, look at this. We've got 2 here, which is great. One called A Brother's Fury. And he wants us to... What do we have to do here? Let's see. Supposedly... Okay, so this guy's brother was killed. And he's right over there, but I wouldn't disturb him if I were you, unless you're here to help him track down his brother's killers. Oh, okay, so it looks like we have to probably go and talk to somebody and help him track down his brother's killers. Cool. Another one here, An Eye for a Prophet. In this one, we have to find someone called Gale Stormsend. And what does it say here? If you manage to find him, return to me the lilac eye and you'll be rewarded. So it looks like we have to get something. I'll find the boy and this jewel. Right, so we have to go hunting for a boy and a jewel that he's carrying. And got someone here, Envoy Eero. Are you with the Shining Blade? Oh, I don't think we are. I come in peace bearing a message for them. I'm supposed to have dropped the message in a hollow log located in some place called Mamnoon Lagoon. Oh, sounds very sneaky to me. But quite frankly, this forest makes me nervous. If you would be so kind as to deliver the message for me, I'm certain your friends in the Shining Blade would be most appreciative. After you drop off the message, seek out Alari Doubleblade in Silverwood and tell her that the message has been delivered. Will we do it? Yes, we'll deliver the message. So, looks to me... Oh, hang on, I've got a full... My inventory is full again. Can you believe this? Seriously. I have to go shopping, Reggie.
I can believe it if you...
Yeah, exactly. I've got to go...
I can believe it too.
Shush you. You're supposed to be on my side. There we go. Added the mysterious message. Now, CB, these quests all seem to sort of talk about taking us off to new places. So are these all kind of like cookie crumb quests? That, well, oh yeah, there we go. See, there's So Mamnoon Lagoon is further west. That's very cool. And Eye for a Profit, where's that? That's up to the north in the Sage Lands there, you can see, folks. And what else have we got? Brothers Fury, I think that's probably nearby. Oh, no, that's up in the Sage Lands as well. So yeah, these quests, CB, are all going to sort of take us out to the surrounding areas, I'd imagine, yeah?
Exactly, yeah. They'll actually take us out to the areas and then probably lead us into the next mission outpost that we need to get to.
All right, that sounds good. All right, well, looks like we've got that and more to look forward to for next week, I suppose. And we, as always, run out of time so quickly. So that was lots of fun. There you go, folks. That was the Divinity Coast mission. There it is. The shield with 2 swords crossed through it. We were down there. We went up north through the area up the top there where we got the Eye of the North. Came across the bridge here, picked up all the villages, and then made our way north up there to the coast, and then ended up all the way over here in Druid's Overlook. So very exciting times coming up ahead as we explore all these strange new lands. So as always, CB, thank you very much for joining us in this one and helping us through this mission. Can we expect to see you for our next mission, perhaps?
No, I'd love to join you whenever I can.
Excellent. You with your show-off glowy hands there, which Reggie and I will get one day, won't we, Reggie? Please say we're going to get those. I really want them.
Well, without playing skills, in a year or so, we may be halfway there.
Yeah, that'd be about right. Oh dear. Well, anyway, how are you going to sleep tonight, Reggie, with all those crazy, wacky stories running around your head? Do you get affected by that sort of thing, or is it like water off a duck's back?
No, I don't really get that affected by it, I must admit.
Really? Yeah, you'd find it interesting. Well, you know, being like, you know, the witch that you are and stuff, probably gives you new ideas, right? Oh, I'm just being mean and nasty. You know what? I'm actually secretly jealous of your time away this weekend. I'm glad you had an amazing time, and it was great to see all your pictures on your Instagram as well. So thank you very much for posting them. But welcome back to the foggy, freezing cold Melbourne, by the way. I bet it's almost as cold as while you were away, yeah?
It's a little bit warmer here than it was there, but...
Really? Good Lord, you must have been freezing. Wow, because it's definitely the heart of winter.
I don't mind the cold. I quite like the cold weather.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Of course, here in Melbourne, we get super hot summers and super freezing winters. And the hot summers, you can't do anything about it half the time. At least in the winter time, you can put on a jumper or turn on the heater and do something about it. I think I'm the same as well. Anyhow, folks, there you go. Hope you enjoyed that one there, our little double-part episode here with the Divinity Coast mission. And who knows where we're going to end up next time and what other missions we're going to stumble across. And of course, yes, as CBCRonin said, we've got all sorts of strange mysteries to find out about this weird, shining blade outfit, so Lord only knows what that's about, but I'm sure we will find out. In the meantime, on behalf of myself, Sambo, Serapis Healsalot, the wonderful Regina J. Lacerta, and of course CBCRonin, it's us saying take care. I hope you're having a great week wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.